and welcome to another tutorial from DrawingNow.com. Today we're going to be learning how to draw a Nerf gun. For this tutorial, you will need paper, a pencil, an eraser, a marker, and some crayons. You can also print out the coloring page and all the step-by-step images on our website. We're going to start by using our pencils for the outline. Let's begin. So we're going to start here by drawing a big square. So just go ahead and make sure it's towards the right side of your paper, the upper right side of your paper. So just go ahead and draw a big square, and then connecting on the right side, on the left side of the big square, draw a rectangle on the upper half, but the rectangle is going to have a slanted side, just like this. Next, you're going to draw a long rectangle on the right side of the square, and the rectangle isn't going to go all the way down the square. Make sure you leave some space here at the bottom. And then you're going to go ahead and draw some lines along the left side here, and then the top and the bottom sides of the square, just like this. So on the inside, left side, top and bottom lines, just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and draw the handle of the Nerf gun. So starting here at the bottom left corner, start your line, curve it, and then about halfway across the rectangle here, right below the halfway point, you're going to draw a straight line going up and connecting to almost the end of the rectangle there. And then go ahead and draw a curved line here for the handle of the gun, of the Nerf gun, and then the straight line here, go back up a little, and then curve it and connect to this curved line you drew before. And then moving on to the trigger, you're going to go ahead and draw an oval in this space here. And then after the big oval, you're going to draw a smaller oval inside it, and then a C shape on the right side of this inside oval. And for the next step, you're going to start your line here at the top part of this line inside the square, and it's going to be a big C shape. And your line is going to end here on this line, almost in the intersection of these two lines here inside of the square. And then the next line is going to start on the slanted part of the rectangle, and it's going to go straight, almost connecting to the C here, but it's not quite. It's going to go across about halfway down the trigger here, and then you're going to go up and over just like that and connect back down, and then draw this line here, and then go up and over with your line and back down, almost like half of a rectangle type of shape. And then for the next step, we're going to draw in some details. So go ahead and draw a circle along the slanted part of this rectangle, and then a half circle around it, and then this L-shaped line here connecting this line to this line that you drew earlier, so an L-shaped line, and then this little curved line here at the corner of the slanted part of the rectangle, and then start your line there and go out and back in kind of a long V shape. And then draw this shape here inside of the slanted rectangle here on the left side here. And then go ahead and draw a line going from this line you drew earlier to this C shape, so it's going to connect. So just draw the little straight line here, and then starting from that line, you go up with your line just like that. And then another straight line going across here, and then another little line here. just like that. And now it's a lot of details, but just take your time and you'll get it. So now for some barrel details, you're going to draw kind of a U-shaped line here, so just the J shape here, going from the handle here to the line in the square here, and then a line connecting from this C shape down to the line there, and then draw your line going across the square, and then a small circle here at the corner of the square, and then a big J-shaped line here, and then half a square, and then a big circle, and then go ahead and draw another C-shaped line here, a backwards C-shaped line, excuse me, at the very right side of the Nerf gun, and then a line going straight across the top of the square, and then two circles, one on this side and one on this side of the square. Next, you're going to start your line here on the handle of the Nerf gun. So starting towards the bottom, you're going to start your line just like that, and then draw your line going up and curving over, and then drawing this line in this big curve here. Go up, over, just like that, and then starting here, you're going to draw two V-shapes just like this, one, and then lower, two, and then in between those two V-shapes, two little C-shaped lines, so one in between these two, and then one on this side of the V-shape there. And so that's going to be the handle of the Nerf gun. And now for some more barrel details. Starting in the square here, you're going to draw two lines, one on this left side and one on the right side, and this one's going to curve a little more, and then one here closer to the left side, almost halfway on the square, but a little to the left. And then you're going to draw some long rectangles, so one, and then with a curved line connecting from the right side going down, and then another rectangle, and then another curved line, and then just a line going across the bottom just like this. Alright, so that is it for the pencil part of the tutorial, and now we're going to go ahead and trace over our pencils with our markers. So go ahead and grab your marker, and we're going to be drawing in some extra lines and shapes that we didn't draw in with our pencils, so just pay attention. I'll point them out. So go ahead and start tracing over your pencil on the left side of the gun here, and just follow along. And I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. I will be sure to point out when you need to draw in the extras. So, for example, these are some of the extras that we didn't draw in with our pencil. You're going to go ahead and draw in a circle here on the handle and a circle here with your marker. We didn't do that in pencil, just pointing that out. So go ahead and keep tracing. And also go ahead and draw in this circle here. It's going to be in between the two V shapes that we drew earlier. And another circle here in this U shape, just like that. And then there's also this little curved line. It's not, the line is there in pencil, but this one curves just a little bit more. So just keep that in mind as well. So go ahead and keep tracing. And then here, below this shape here, you're going to draw a circle, and then right above the trigger here, you're going to draw another circle. And now go ahead and trace the trigger of the Nerf gun. And now that C shape we drew earlier. And then here is another shape we didn't draw in earlier. It's kind of a half square, you can call it that. So it's going to be on this line here. Just go ahead, about the middle of the line, just go ahead and draw in a half square. And then this line here, this line is just going to extend a little bit more and connect to this line here. Just keep that in mind. Same thing here and here. And these lines here and this line here in the C shape going straight down, and then another half square here and this little line here. And then go ahead and draw in another circle right next to the trigger here. And then this line is here, but then instead of continuing the line, go ahead and draw a circle here and then a circle here in the corner. And then here, just notice the shape of the line. And then that's it. So once you're done tracing over your pencil with your marker, you can go ahead and erase all of your pencil lines. All right, so that's it for the outline and tracing parts of the tutorial. And now we're gonna move on to the coloring part, and it's gonna go a lot faster, but don't worry, if you wanna watch it at a more normal or slower speed, you can do so on our website. So now just go ahead and color in your Nerf gun. And you can do it like we did it here, or you can go ahead and color it whatever colors you want. Alright, so that's it for our tutorial. Thanks for watching. Please rate and comment this video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go to DrawingNow.com for thousands of more free drawing tutorials. Again, thanks for watching, guys, and see you next time.